She is the women's flyweight champion of the world, Alexa Grasso, and she is going to be competing on September 16th at T-Mobile Arena. Now, they've announced that for the first time, it's going to be called Noche UFC. Did I get that right?
Kind of, yeah. Noche UFC.
So what's it like for the UFC to celebrate your culture in such a way on Mexican Independence Day?
Well, I think it's huge and it's important. I truly feel amazing for this opportunity. This is a date that is incredibly important for us. You know, it's Independence Day. So I think this is a great opportunity to show the world how to fight for your dreams. So it's amazing.
Well, it's a big rematch, and I guess unfortunately, you are now the independent Mexican champion of the UFC. Two of your fellow countrymen unfortunately lost their titles just a few weeks ago. Was it difficult to watch that event and seeing those gentlemen lose their titles?
I mean, let's not never forget, you know, how amazing they are. It was a bad night, but I'm truly happy for everything they've done. Imagine years before, to imagine two Mexicans in main and co-main event International Fight Week was impossible. So they are achieving amazing things. Of course, it wasn't a good night for them, but I'm pretty sure they're gonna come back better than ever, and those belts are going to come back to Mexico.
Well, it's been a great year, of course, for Mexican MMA. There was a chance, had your teammate Irene won the championship, there would have been four Mexican champions in a single year. And I was asked about this, and I said, the philosophy should be don't be sad that it's over, be happy that it happened. Just been a great rise for Mexican MMA this year in the UFC.
Yeah, of course. Like I said, to imagine this a few years ago was kind of impossible. Like, no, Mexico never. So now we're doing it. Now we're fighting for it. Now we're giving everything we have to show the world that, yeah, it is possible, you know? So it's just, you know, like ups and downs. It's okay. Don't worry. We're going to come back stronger than ever, like always. So, yeah, I'm truly happy that now Mexico is in the loop of of the world, honestly. We have more Mexicans getting into the UFC now in the rankings, champions fighting for the championship. So it's amazing. Honestly, it's huge for me to be part of this era of Mexican fighters in the UFC.
And I don't know if a lot of people haven't followed the sport for a long time. When Jair Rodriguez was on The Ultimate Fighter, Mexican fighters in the UFC could barely get a win, let alone compete for the championship. So it's incredible how far it's come.
I know that's what I'm talking about. You know, we are doing huge things. We are working super hard, and like I also said, I'm I'm truly happy to be part of this first generation of like being in the rankings, fighting for the championships, being the champions. So it's huge. Honestly, it's huge, and it's amazing.
Well, of all the title wins, I would say that yours was likely the most unexpected. Valentina Shevchenko is really the only champion that this division has ever known, and now you are the flyweight champion of the world. What are you expecting in this rematch? Obviously, you found a hole in her game that you used in the last fight. I imagine that you found some other ones that you didn't get to use the first time around that perhaps you're going to be looking for this time.
Honestly, as an MMA fan and as an analyst too, I'm super excited to know what's her game plan for this second fight. Honestly, you know, we've been together in that cage like 20 minutes. Uh, we felt her power. We felt, everything we had. So I'm excited. Honestly, I'm super excited to know if she's gonna take the fight standing or to the ground. It's amazing. But for me, as the champion right now, I'm training every single area to defend my belt and to keep it because I'm super excited in the position that I am right now. I respect her so much. Honestly, she has done amazing things for the sport for women's MMA, and I would like to do that too. You know, I want to be a dominant champion too.
Now, anybody who gets in the cage, you can't say that they're scared of an opponent, but I'm curious which situation is scarier for you. The first time around where you had never really been in there with Valentina and felt what she's about, or this time around where you're, again, now the lone Mexican champion, it's on Mexican Independence Day, there's that pressure, but having known that you've been in there with Valentina and beaten her, which of those situations is scarier for you?
I mean, As a fighter, I learned not to be scared. Like, I'm scared now because we love challenges. We love, the uncertain things. We truly are super, super competitive. So I think that it's not like scary, but it's always like this, like, I just truly hope that the arena can be full. I truly, truly hope with all my heart. And that's why I'm training so hard. I want to give every single person in that arena, and also those who are watching at home on their TV, to be like yelling from their seats, to standing, to screaming and jumping. I truly want to do that. And guys, believe me, I'm training so, so hard for that happen again.
Well, absolutely. And I think that what I picked up from you saying that was rather than feeling all of that fan support as pressure, you're feeling it as support, as them having your back, as them being in the cage with you. Is that the way that you try to internalize it in your mind?
Yeah, of course. Like I always said, I truly believe in energy, and and the energy of the people. And I've always said, I'm a person who always asks for those who love me, and for those that support me, to put me on their prayers, because that helps a lot. And I'm truly thankful with every single person that every single fight uh, do that for me, because I can feel that energy and that protection and that strong in the cage when I'm fighting. So honestly, it's amazing to have the support of all those who love me and that cheer for me and that want me to win.
How has your day-to-day life changed? Because I imagine 2 years ago you were probably able to train in relative anonymity, people not really knowing who you were. Now you're the champion. Has your life changed a lot in that regard?
Um, Not much. I'm not a person that does too much. I just love training. That's all I do. Morning, noon, and night. I'm just training, training, training. But yeah, things changed a little bit when I'm on the street. More people can recognize me. Sometimes when I'm eating, they ask me for a picture, and I'm like, "Yeah, sure, it's your picture, not mine." When I'm in the supermarket, buying my food, more people know about me, and it's cool. Sometimes I also have like kind of free things. So like, oh no, that's on me. You're the champion, and I'm like, oh my god, thank you so much. So it's just really cool. I'm happy for this.
So what's the nicest gesture that somebody's done for you since you've become the champion?
um Well, there are many. Sometimes when I'm on the line, trying, because there's big lines where you're gonna pay, like, oh yeah, let's go you first, go temp, and I'm like, oh my god, thank you.
Well, that's very cool. And have you bought anything for yourself to celebrate? Is there any sort of big purchase you've made since becoming the champion?
um, no, honestly, I'm a person who, like I said, I don't do too much, honestly, but I took a nice vacation after the fight with my mom to a amazing hotel, the best place I've ever been in my life. So that's the thing I like to do the most, traveling. Of course, I've been not able because I have to train, but yeah, after every single fight, I'm gonna travel and have a nice hotel.
Where did you go with your mom?
I came with her to Cancun.
That's a lot of fun. Well, I'm happy to see that you're enjoying the spoils of victory as a champion. It's Independence Day. Noche, no, here, you do it for me.
Noche UFC. You can't miss it, guys. It's gonna be amazing. All us Mexicans are gonna give everything to show how to fight for your dream, because it's a special date for every single Mexican. So I hope you can be there. I hope you can come to support us and enjoy the night with us.
What she said. She is the women's flyweight champion of the world, Alexa Grasso. Thank you for doing this with me.
Thanks.